Alright, we're heading down on this street. This is Alameda, and I'm at the VA hospital, which is to the left. But down here is where all the riots and all the protesters come. Because right next door to the VA hospital is ICE detention lockup. It's the Federal Municipal lockup. This is where they take all the people that are locked up by ICE and they bring them down here. And you see people all out on these streets and stuff all the time. So here we are at the end of the VA building, and then you can see the entrance over there. I put it in the center of the screen. Entrance of the place. All right, so here's a place that has all the riots, right in this place right here. All the protests and stuff. The VA hospital is over here, and the Edmond Roybal Center and Detention Center is right there. And this is where they have all the protesters, got all the police all up in here and doing all kind of riot control and stuff up in this area here, right here. And they tried to tear this gate in here and tear it down and graffiti. And then they have the riots and stuff out here, or the protests out here on the street.
Good day, veteran.
Thank you. They have the protests out here on the street, and then they have the police, the federal officers. Sometimes they're up there on the second level up there with stun grenade guns and all kind of stuff here. But this is it. And you can see all the graffiti and stuff over here, and they got the big metal protective plates here. But if you want to see all the riots and stuff, they have them right here. This is it. And they can try to tear this place down, right? And you can see that there's still graffiti all up on the walls and everything, all over here. There's graffiti all over here. But yes, this is where they try to take and bring the people in. So they're all up on the signs and stuff right here. This is a sign right here, the Edward Roybal Center and Federal Building.
That's one of my specials.
And this is the building right here, and they just graffiti this thing up to the max. You see that right there? They graffiti this thing up to the max. They have people coming in here trying to get all up in there. They got the gates and gas and stuff. And this whole area is usually filled up full of federal officers, National Guards. And then the people, they riot out here on this street right here. This little part of Alameda Street, this is where they take and riot all up and down in here. And you can see the turnaround for the multiple rail. But up there, this is actually where they keep the prisoners up here, and this tower is up here. You can see that they got barbed wire, very thin windows. It's all concrete, barred up, and it's right up in here. It's where they go. Now you can walk up around here, and let's walk up and go into the area. So we're gonna walk up these stairs, and we'll go into a big opening right here, and it'll go right to the federal building. So we're gonna walk up these stairs, and they usually have rides and stuff all up in here. But to show you how high this thing is, this is it. This is where they keep the people from ICE that get arrested. I'm gonna go up these stairs here, and we're gonna walk up. We're gonna walk out into the courtyard behind the federal building. So, some nice stairways and stuff. As you can see, they have a little thing right here that shows where we are, and we're right here. That's where we are, and we're gonna walk up into this big courtyard here, and then the federal building is right there. All right, so let's go ahead and walk up these stairs. We're gonna walk up stairs right here, and we're going to go into the big courtyard. And the federal building is that big building right in front. And there we go. VA hospital over there. And we're gonna walk right through here. They got some big metal artwork or something out here. Looks like a big Y to me. And so, but we're gonna walk out into the courtyard. And this courtyard is right behind the Federal building. So now we walked out into the courtyard here. You can see it right here. It's very nice. Open flat space. Nice areas over here. And then right up front, right here, this is the Federal building. And out on the street out there is where they do all the protesting. So this is behind the Federal building. And on the street is where they take and do all the protests. But this is the courtyard, you can see. Looks very nice. Very peaceful, very quiet today. No protesters, no police, no National Guards. But this place usually gets jam-packed, full of protesters, police, National Guards, LAPD, and all that. But right now it's real nice, quiet, as you can see. Very nice, very quiet. They got a little statue of a little baby holding up a planet or something like that. Some baby holding a planet up or something. But yeah, this is the Federal building right here. And I'm in the courtyard and there's nobody hardly out here. So I'm gonna take and go back out on Temple Street, see if I can get me a nice hot dog or something before my meeting this morning. But yeah, this place here is usually packed with thousands and thousands of people protesting and demonstrating on all kinds of issues. But today, there's nobody here. I just wanted you to see this place when there's not a whole bunch of riots and gas and tear gas being thrown and all this kind of stuff. Okay, there's a big metal statue that they have out here. It's made out of like about 4 or 5 inch thick iron plates sitting out here. So I think it's 4 people pressing together to hold something up or to go in opposite directions. I don't know. But that's the big thing that they have, and it's huge too. And it must be pretty heavy if it's made out of metal plates, right? And it's full of holes. So I hope that don't mean that they shot these people up. So compared to me, okay, I'm only as high as this notch right here. I'm gonna go show you the notch right here. I'm only as high as that notch right there. And then this statue goes all the way up here. So I'm gonna show you the notch. There's the notch right there I was showing you. Okay, and see how thick this is? If you see this compared to my hand, how thick that is. About almost three fingers thick. And it's going all the way up there, right? And there's 4 of them pressing onto one another. And it's a magnificent thing, and their feet are intertwined down here at the bottom. Magnificent thing, and here I am out here on Temple Street, and I'm gonna take, and there's City Hall. You can see City Hall peeking out right there, right? There's City Hall peeking out. I'm gonna take and go down the street, get me a hot dog. But I hope you enjoyed this area where most of the protest happens. Here, and then also on Los Angeles Street. We'll go down there and take a look at that.